If this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. This video is not intended for children under the age of 17 years old. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Tour. I'm coming from Myron Tours, and today, here we go, we got another good one. And yes, this is another Damien Leone's Terrifier Ultimate Art the Clown action figure. This bad boy is made by Neca and is available now. So shop Neca, go on to Neca and you can pick this thing up. Yes, you might get hit with the tariff fee. I know I did. And also, shipping might be a little over the top, but you will have your action figure. I believe retail price for this thing is about $37.99, might be retail. So, around there. So, I might have to double check that, but that's about the average there. But yes, these are available now. They are hitting homes. I have not yet seen anybody that have found one of these in store yet, but yes, unless it's a specialty store, you know, kind of like a, I don't know, like a big bad toy store, or if you're walking into like a collector store, they might have one in there, or they might have a few that they order straight from NECA. But as far as retail stores like Target and Walmart, I don't know of anyone that has actually found one yet. So here we go with Damien Leone's Terrifier Ultimate Art the Clown from NECA. This thing was delivered today, so I felt that it would be fitting to do it one day after I just unboxed and reviewed the Mezco 112 scale of the same character, Damien Leone's Terrifier Art the Clown. And that video is right before this video, so it's the last video that I just did. And yes, I will bring out the Mezco one and put it side by side with this one, but I'm not going to go into detail and show every single weapon and everything else and compare them that way. I'm not going to do that, but I will show you comparisons with this one and also some Trick or Treat Studios figures, and see if maybe I'll throw in another NECA figure in there for you to check that out. All right, folks. So look at the very front of this box art. Need I say more? That is a insane looking photo. Yes, it is. And at HHN right now, Terrifier Art the Clown is a hit at Universal Studios. I will be there very, very soon. I'm going to go in and check out the house and go see the Ultimate Jason house, which is, you know, my favorite right there. He's my favorite slasher. But Art the Clown is not very far behind. But yes, you can see the very front right there. The very side there, you got the side. You got Art just looking just insane right there. Let me lift that up. There you go. Yeah. They sent me a Jim Minty box, but I'm an out-of-box collector, so... all right, so there you go right there. Yeah, ways that you can get your Art the Clown to look. It doesn't look like this is a bloody variant of Art the Clown, much like how the Mezco one is. The Mezco one is just covered in blood, and it's just, yes. I'll let you guys see when I pull the two out side by side. All right, so this thing includes multiple interchangeable expressions. That means he's gonna have faceplates and alternate hands, arsenal of weapons and accessories. They did not go into detail as to what weapons they are, but I mean, I think I got a little bit of an idea from unboxing and reviewing the Mezco 112 version of this iconic character. So there you go. Here is the other side right there. Yeah, Art is ready to meet and greet with you. Yes, my daughter had a big old poster signed by David Howard Thornton. We were able to meet him and Damien Leone at Sinister Creature Con a bunch of years back. Yeah, so right after the first one, when they were trying to get up like a Kickstarter for to do the second movie. So yes, we met them and they didn't even have a line. We just walked right up to him, and then all of a sudden he did like a meet and greet later on in the day where he dressed out. David Howard Thornton did, and I got photos of him like that. Yes, they are amazing people. They're amazing human beings, and they very well deserve to be so iconic today because they are so down to earth and so nice of a people. I mean, yeah, just they were super to meet in person. All right, so let's take a look on the inside of this thing. All right, so there you have Art the Clown, the way he could look. With, I'm sure he brings that diorama with him. So yeah, you pose him in front of there. This is a nice looking figure. So it's going to be a little weird because I just unboxed and reviewed the Mezco version, but it's almost like as if you have the character in your hand. This one is not very far behind, and this one is just loaded with weapons. I mean, I thought the Mezco one had a lot of weapons, but this one is definitely loaded with weapons and also brings that little baby right there. So it's not a real baby, it's a like a porcelain doll, kind of like a doll that crazy lady in part 1 that was like living in that like basement or whatever, and she was living with that thing and she actually thought that it was her baby, you know. But yeah, there you go, folks. All right, so he does have that entanglement whip of death right there. That's what I call it. That has scissors and knives and razor blades on it. He also has like that reverse like mallet thing right there that's pretty insane. He has a big old like machete. He has a cleaver. He has a knife. He has a hammer. One thing that this one does have, actually it does have a bunch of things that the Mezco one didn't. I was hoping the Mezco one would have brung a gun, and this one did bring a gun. So this one brung a gun. It brung it brung like a scalpel. It brung his saw. It brung a drill. Yeah, this thing is loaded with weapons, and like the Mezco one did not bring the drill either. So, but yes, both knife figures, but this one's not bad for $37.99. So here you have Art the Clown kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, as he has finally made it here to Moe's Toy Room. All right, folks, so before I go completely into review mode, I want to show you this. Look at all the stuff that this thing brings. It even brings like a little knife. It brings like a scalpel. It brings all sorts of stuff. I mean, this thing is just loaded for the price. I applaud you, NECA. I applaud you. You guys really went out your way to try to give us a lot more bang for our buck to make up for those tariffs, and this is showing it. All right, so here you go with the backdrop. It did not bring that bloody backdrop right there, but it did bring this kind of like a room looking thing that Art the Clown would be in, and then you can see the whole assortment right there. That's how it looks, folks. And then also underneath you have his black bag that he carries. Yes, the Mezco 112 scale brung 2 actual real garbage bags. So I don't know what this one's going to look like. I know that it is in there. I hope that it's a better material than what the Mezco one did. That's why Mezco gave us 2. Maybe in case one rips. But I'm going to check this thing out and see what he got. All right, folks. First off, tail of the tape, and then we'll go into the weapons and accessories that he does bring. All right, to the very top of his hat, you're looking at about 7.5 inches tall. Okay, so I believe that the Mezco one might have been like, I think it was like 6 3/4 inches or something. I don't really remember that much, but we'll check them out side by side. And then yeah, I think so, because he was like 17 centimeters, the Mezco one. This one is tipping in at about 19 centimeters. Yes, he's a lot taller. All right, so he does bring the bag. I like the way that this bag looks. The Mezco 112 one just gave us like some garbage bags. like in there, and they didn't like fold it or anything like this one. But I'm sure you probably can do it. And it feels like it got like a piece of like cardboard in there. So, but I'm not gonna undo it to take a look. I'll leave it like that, for that way he can carry it. So it's, yeah, it's an actual trash bag. They're actually kind of the same. So he's going to have multiple interchangeable hands. Okay, so let me see how I can do this here. Obviously he's going to have this one, where when you see that, you know, you got to poke the no, just kidding. Alright, so yes, these are on a hinge. Some of them, the hinge is going to be sideways, where the hand will move up like that, or some of them I believe might even be like that. So yes, he does have the hinge. Okay, here's another one. Got a couple of them. Yeah, they look real good. I'm surprised. I thought this figure was going to be way off from the Mezco one, and it's not very far behind for the price. Alright, so there you go. And then he also brings like this one. But one thing that the Mezco one did bring that this one doesn't bring is it brought that like little canister with the fire that he actually catches the Clown Cafe girl on fire with. But yes, one thing that this one brought that the Mezco one didn't bring was that little baby. So yes, there's no articulation here. And then here are the plates. So you're gonna look on the back. So obviously, yes, he has some face plates. This is that one where he just goes into the that one pizzeria, and it's just sitting at the table, just lurking at the girl before he gets up and gets a quarter off somebody else's table and buys her that ring out of a gumball machine. All right, here goes some starting Madman Art the Clown. Yes. And then the face that he has on right now, you can see that right there. Give a little look down. See the wear on his shoes. Yeah, he's pretty clean. I don't know if this one, if it's an Ultimate Art the Clown, I'd have to look through like weapon wise and see if maybe it has weapons from all three movies. I really would have liked to have had none of them. Mezco or NECA didn't give us that one head that he holds for the trick-or-treaters. That we did get a Funko Pop with it that did that, but not that one. There's your cleaver. These look really good. I'm going to try to get through them because this is going to be a bit of a review. Okay, here you go. You got a drill that the Mezco one didn't have either. This one, too, the Mezco one didn't have, was the gun. I really wish that they would have had a gun. But one thing that the Mezco one has that was very important that this one doesn't have is the little blowhorn, the honka honka, the honky horn. And this one didn't have it. So I'm wondering if this one's just for part one, because he's pretty clean right there. But I would have loved to have seen one of them throw in. So here you go. You got this right here. I would have loved to have seen one of them, depending on if this one is for part 2 or 3. I think he does have part 2 in him because of the fact that he has this. He's whipping some ass with some in part 2 with this. So yes, this is the Whip of Death right here. That's what I call it. Yeah, it just has everything on there. Soft material, very soft. And then yes, the Mezco one also brought a lot of these. The saw where he saws the chick in half. Another hammer. This hammer looks really good. Looks real good. And then this right here. the Mezco one also had this one, I believe. But the funny thing is if this one is covering part 2, which he has some of the weapons for it, I would have liked to have seen it bring maybe the coat hanger, the one that he used to zip his stuff right back up when he was naked in the laundromat before he rammed that wooden stick up through that dude's throat and out of his head. All right, you got a weird looking machete right here. So yes, these are very pokey. Keep it out of reach of children, please, or your pets. He has a scalpel. So during this review, I'm not going to go through him holding every single thing because we'll be here for an hour. So, but I will show you some pretty cool poses. Goes another like smaller mallet. So, okay, and then you also have the kitchen knife. Very pokey. Yes, it is. And then actually, I think this might be the one that the Mezco one had. So this one tends to bring 2 along with the mallets, but big one and smaller one. All right. So here we have Art the Clown up front, standing very, very good. I will give him a turn. It is hot, so if you hear something in the background, folks, and you're like, what's that noise? It is my fan. Yes, it's almost nighttime here, and it's still like the mid-90s. It gets hot over here in Tracy, California. There is the back. But I got to save on the electricity, so I do not have solar on this house, so. All right, folks, so here we have this. All right, so it is review time. Let's check him out. His head does go down quite nicely. Oh, yes, goes up very nice. Much like how the Mezco one was. Very, very nice. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. That's really nice. I almost feel like I'm working with the Mezco one a little bit, except for the Mezco one had real clothing. Okay. Okay, obviously his head can spin around. He does have this little like thing around his neck that all clowns usually wear. Yes, arms. Yeah, you got to force them to even. Yeah, they're not yet there for 90, but the Mezco ones were like way over. So, but the price, the Mezco one is between $112, $125, depending on who's selling it, versus $37.99. So, I mean, you decide. So you got this single joint on the arm. The Mezco one had the double. And then, yes, you can't see me in honor of John Cena. Just some of the paint's coming off of this thing, going on my table. Same thing. And then the black one, same. Okay. And then the hands. These hands are in there tight. So I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very hard to get alternate hands on this guy. So just saying, it's going to be really, really hard. And then right here at the right below the chest area, he has rotation just like the Mezco one. And then at the waist, he also has rotation and the ab crunch, folks. Yes, this figure's doing it. So right here at the hips, yes, hips don't lie, he has hip movement, although the Mezco one was like cut right here to where the legs can actually spin, plus he had hip movement. But this one's very, very flexible. You can see that. You can see all the hardware down there. He got, you know, and then he's on a single joint on the knees. And then his knees do have rotation, same as the other. Actually, that black leg was a lot more rotating than this one. And then his feet. I am surprised at the fact that they gave us, maybe it's because of clown shoes, but not only does he stand really good on his own, and so did the Mezco one, but they got a lot of rotation and just tilt rocker and everything on their feet on both figures. So yes, super nice, folks. All right, folks, so let's go into him with some new faceplates and holding some weapons. So here he is with black bag in hand. Yes, our Art the Clown is looking OG style, original, the way that you would have seen him for the first time, lurking down the one street as he sees the two girls that are broken down before he saws one from her JJ all the way down to her face, upside down, and then he just completely just tortures and annihilates the other one. So here is Art the Clown. I put like that mallet looking thing in one hand and the hammer in the other. Yes, that's how he could look, folks. I'm just trying to do double at a time just to try to save you guys on some time. But yes, this figure is just loaded with weapons. So here he is with that like machete thing in hand. And also I put the other cleaver. I turned his head a little bit so you could see it. Yes, this is the third faceplate, so I got one more to go. But yeah, there he is right there, folks, how he could look, or you could do a lot more magic with them. So here he is with saw in hand and drill in the other. Yes, this was the magic where he just started sawing that chick up, down, sawing her down from her vajayjay, completely nude at that, all the way down in half, all the way down to her head. Yes, and then I put the drill in the other hand just to show you just how gangster this dude is. Remember Ash from Evil Dead? All right, so keep that in mind. I got him with the cleaver in one hand, also a kitchen knife in the other hand, and then the first thing that comes to mind is, all right, who wants some? Do you want some? Huh? Do you want some? These figures are so fun to mess with. I had another great time with the Mezco ones. I think it's just the character of Art the Clown that is so over the top and there's so much to do with them. What a great piece. Alright folks, so here is Art the Clown with that whip of death when he's about to beat a bitch's ass with this thing. Yes, he does. Not only does he beat a bitch's ass, he beats up her little brother as well with this thing and just causes so much mayhem and scarring and blood and guts and just all that. This dude is just straight wild, folks. So I put this one just a single pose so that way you can check that one out. Yes. Folks, sorry, 17 and over, so I'm going to cuss like a motherfucker. So it's Art the Clown, man. I mean, what else do you do? All right, folks, so now we have come to the time in this review where it's towards the end of the movie, where he's tired of getting his ass whipped and everything else by the one chick that's just putting it on him, and she's fighting for her life to survive, and finally he just pops out, and out of nowhere, when you think everything is really good, he just reaches in and pulls out a gun and just pops a cap in her ass. Now you know why you love this damn dude right here. He is straight psycho. I mean, this fool will hit you even with a rock. He does not give a shit. He will put freaking rat traps on your ears, okay? This is the kind of dude that this dude is. I mean, there is just no doubt about it. Please, Damien Leone, do one where he like sticks like a funnel in a dude's ass in probably part 4 and pours acid down in there. That would be amazing. Just saying, this dude is that wild, man. Folks, so here we have him next to the very brand new, just came out also just like this NECA Ultimate, the very brand new Mezco 112 scale Art the Clown. There you have it, folks. This one brings a lot. I mean, it even brings a base that he goes on with the name plate and everything else. It even brings the pizzeria guy's head in there that lights up like a pumpkin, and yes, it does light up. It brings a lot of stuff when I was looking at it, but it brings real clothing with the pom-poms. These ones are like all like vinyled on, and I'll go through that because I haven't even really did it, but yes, he has real clothing and everything, and that's the difference in the look for You see the chains? Yeah, so you can see that. I don't know, you decide as to which one. But this one is between $112 to $125, depending on where you get it. This one $37.99, but still brings a lot. I mean, brings a lot of weapons for an Ultimate. Here is Art the Clown in between NECA's brand new Ultimate Halloween Michael Myers H2O version. Yes, that review is not very far down, folks, so go ahead and check it out. And also the very brand new Trick or Treat Studios Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. So the Michael Myers one, I believe, retails for about $34.99. Retail between $34 and $37.99, very close to Art the Clown. And then the Creeper is $39.99 retail and is available also through Trick or Treat Studios. Or you could just, folks, hit a Big Bad Toy Store, bundle them all up, and get a flat shipping of $4 for all of them. They have them all in stock. So go on there. That's probably your best bet. And they're right around retail they're very close to retail at Big Bad Toy Store, but you still might get hit with a tariff just like you would through NECA or through Trick or Treat Studios. Well, all right, folks. Yes, it's coming to an end. Sorry to bring it to you so suddenly, but yes, right here on his, I forgot to mention, right above all this area is soft molded plastic, very soft molded plastic. Yes, very soft molded. And then the arms and the legs are harder molded plastic, just to let you guys know. And know his head. His hat is even a soft molded like plastic, but no, it does not come off. But all right, folks, so hopefully you enjoyed this review. I tried to give you as much as possible to kind of give you a take on size-wise, on things that he brings, things that he should have brought, things that they overdid it with. You know, like NECA really gave us a lot. I was not expecting all this from NECA, so just saying, okay, we gotta have Art with this trash bag right there. I'll put his trash bag with them. All right, I didn't expect a lot of this, and they are available now. So yes, shop NECA, NECA shop, or Big Bad Toy Store. Hit them up. These are not yet in stores. Like I said, I have not yet found anyone or seen any other videos, or even on my toy hunts come across one in a Walmart or a Target or a GameStop, who's now starting to carry NECA. But all right, folks, but right here on Moe's Toy Room, this is how we roll every Halloween. We go all out, and it just gets better year after year after year. Yes, we are adding Halloween Horror Nights into this one for you guys. I know you guys have already seen it, but yes, you haven't seen it when I went through some of the stuff. Plus, I can't wait to see the Art the Clown Terrifier house, and then my favorite house, the Friday the 13th Universe, Jason Universe house. Yes, and then also we are doing Six Flags Magic Mountain. We have did Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. I'm going to see if I can throw some haunts in there as well. Kind of mix things up, shake them up a little bit. There is so many reviews on this channel, folks. I am way over 700. I believe that this might be my 712th video up here. So, all right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Yes, this is how this channel rolls. This is how we roll, flat out. Go down in my library. The proof is in the pudding. All right, so from Moe's Toy Room to yours, happy Halloween and good night, everyone.